There's something rotten in the Empire, not just in the back alleys of Altdorf or the deep forests of the Dracwald, though you'll certainly find it there. No, it's deeper, older, and it's what makes Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, or WFRP as we like to call it, so very compelling. Greetings, and welcome to the Temple of Verena. I am your host, Brother Clavius, servant of truth and keeper of knowledge. So let's talk a bit about why we love this game, where it came from, what makes it tick, and why, after all these years, it's still one of the most evocative, brutal, and unforgettable fantasy RPGs ever made. WFRP first hit the shelves in 1986, born from the grim and gritty world of Warhammer Fantasy Battles. But unlike its tabletop sibling, WFRP wasn't about commanding armies. It was about surviving, scheming, going mad, getting infectious diseases in a sewer. Its tone was a sharp contrast to the high fantasy of the time. Instead of dragons and shining heroes, you played rat catchers, failed academics, dwarves with deep grudges, and elven spies far from home. You started with lice and a rusty dagger. If you lived long enough, you might end up a witch hunter, or wizard, or dead, most likely dead. The world of WFRP draws deeply from European folklore, Reformation-era politics, Black Plague hysteria, and the grimy paintings of Bosch and Bruegel. It's Renaissance Germany filtered through black comedy and chaos corruption. The Holy Roman Empire, but with magic and actual demons and witches. Think Monty Python meets Black Death, or Game of Thrones if you swapped the dragons for cultists and bureaucracy. So what sets it apart? First, its mechanics, gritty and unforgiving. It's percentile-based, where a 45% chance to hit is good. Combat is lethal. A critical is scored on every double. Disease is common, so is permanent injury. Fate points might save your life, once or twice, but forget about getting resurrected, unless you mean into undeath. Second, the career system. You don't pick a class, you start in a profession. Beggar, boatman, apothecary, outlaw, and you grow organically from there, moving from gutter to greatness, or to the grave. Third, the setting. The old world is not just a map with cities. It lives, it breathes, it rots. There's an oppressive mood that clings to every village and town. The threat of chaos, the corruption in the church, the political games of elector counts. It's a world on the brink. And yet, people live in it, laugh in it, drink and fall in love and lose everything at the turn of a card. It feels real, and that makes the horror land harder when it finally strikes. Danger in Warhammer doesn't just come from swords and monsters. It oozes from the cracks in society itself. Cults of chaos thrive in secret, hiding behind respectable faces, guildmasters, priests, even nobles, spreading madness like a sickness. Out in the forests, beastmen gather in twisted herds, drawn by the stench of civilization which they hate so much. In the cities, mutations are a death sentence, even if you are unlucky enough to be born with them. Mercy is rare, and suspicion is deadly. The Empire may fly the twin-tailed comet of Sigmar, but it's a brittle, paranoid state, ruled by fear, bureaucracy, and the iron will of the church. Witch hunters roam freely as judges, juries, and executioners. Justice is a luxury the poor know never to expect. All the while, nobles wage private wars and indulge their vices with impunity. In WFRP, the real horror isn't just chaos. It's how close the world already is to falling apart, even without the monsters. WFRP is a game where even the smallest characters can become part of something massive. Where every decision, every failed gamble, every dark corner might hide something monstrous, or something human. It's the promise of tragedy and triumph in equal measure, and that's why we love it. Because it's not about heroes. It's about survivors, schemers, sinners. It's about hope flickering in the dark, and whether it'll be enough. If you've played it, you know. If you haven't, Maybe it's time you lit a lantern, packed a crossbow, and took your first step into the old world. Just don't drink the water in Ubersreich. Subscribe for more grim and perilous content, and let us know in the comments. What's your favorite WFRP memory? I have been your host, Brother Clavius. Until next time, may truth prevail.